Hey, so you said shout out to everybody on PD. It wasn't for you. You almost died. You know what? Let me just tell you. If you live long enough to be on dialysis and deal with all the kidney stuff, I feel like all of this stuff could kill you. I almost died a lot of times in the last 40 years. And I was just thinking about all the times I almost died. I'm going to run down the list. You see, when I first got sick, I almost died. I went into sepsis. I had an enlarged heart. They had to put me on emergency dialysis. I started to vomit up BLOOD. I couldn't even run for 30 minutes. They didn't think I was going to make it through the night. Yeah, that was the first time I almost died. Then I got a transplant 4 years later, and I was doing so good. I went home on day 5, but then on day 7, I had a pulmonary embolism that traveled, a blood clot that traveled from my leg to my lung, and I had to crawl on the floor in the middle of the night to my parents' room so they could call 911. Yeah, I almost died then too. And then after that, let me see when I almost died. Then when the kidney went out, oh, it almost killed me. Right before the kidney went out, I got bit by a brown recluse spider on the bottom part of my right leg and almost had to get my leg amputated. I almost died there too. But luckily I went to ER and they cut my leg open without any anesthesia. And then because of the spider bite, it went ahead and knocked my kidney right on out in 1996. I almost died then too. But then guess what? I went back on dialysis from 96 to when I got my transplant over again in 2011. That whole time I was on dialysis from 96 to 2011, I didn't almost die, but I did have to have my hip replaced 3 times from the first transplant. Now the pain almost killed me, but I didn't really almost die. I get another transplant, and guess what? Yep, you guessed it. It tries to take me out too. It tries to take me out. It only lasts 3 years. It tries to reject the whole time. Oh, but I fought it with all those good old anti-rejection medicines. But guess what? It eventually it went out and almost took me with it. Oh, yes. Then after the rejection and they had to remove it, I ended up with a retropharyngeal abscess in my throat, blocking my airway. I only had 10% ability to breathe. Oh, yes, that's another time I almost died. Then after that, all the access problems started in my arms. Then I had an aneurysm. My arm blood burst open. I went to ER. They had to hold my arm together while they sewed it closed. Yeah. That would have happened in my sleep. Guess what? I would have died. Yep. You following the trend? So many things that can happen to you. It doesn't matter if you're on PD. Doesn't matter if you're on hemo. Oh, yeah. And then I lost my finger on hemo. Now that would have killed some of y'all. But it's the Jesus in me that keeps me going. So my message to you is never say never. If something happened and you can't do hemo no more and you don't get a transplant, what you gonna do? You gonna do PD? Yeah, you gonna do PD. Yeah. It's people who want to do PD that cannot. It's people who want to do hemo that cannot. I think we should just be happy that whatever modality we choose is working for us. You got a transplant, it's working for you. Kudos, congratulations. But never say never. Never say never, because this is year 40 for me. And all the nevers, I had to eat all of them. I said I wasn't never going to get a transplant. I had to. I said I wasn't never going to do PD. I'm living my best life on it for the last 3 years. You just never, I never thought I would lose a finger. Look who lost a finger. Never say never. Never. Never say never.